Well, if you're someone who's like me that's interested in getting back into reading, we're always trying to find a good book to read. And joining us today is Lauren Todd, the author of The Spoiler. Hello.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yes, well, tell us all about your new book here.
So The Spoiler is a contemporary romance. It's about a girl named Rose, follows her as she goes through college, and she has OCD. She has an obsession watching movies set back in time, so period dramas. And then her brother's best friend loves to spoil the plots of all of her movies. So she decides to seek revenge, and there's an enemies to lovers aspect there. So
wow. Now, are you someone who hates spoilers?
Yes, very much so. Not okay with a spoiler at all. No.
Now tell us what inspired you to write this book.
Funny thing is, my friend Erin, she loves spoilers. She wants to know, if I'm writing a book, she wants to know what's gonna happen way before. And she and I had this conversation, this was like a few years back before I actually wrote the book. And she wanted to know what I was writing at the time. And we had kind of the disagreement of like, how could you want to know? How do you want to know the endings of everything before you read it or whatever?
That's the fun part.
So exactly. So we went back and forth on that, and I was like, you know what? This would make a really good story for a book. So that's how it started.
Tell us what other genres that you are really into. This is a contemporary romance, but you kind of dabble in a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I started writing fantasy, so for adult readers. So I think that's been my primary focus for a long time, and I have some things in the works right now. But yeah, I kind of took a detour and went into contemporary romance. Everything that I write does have a romantic subplot, no matter what. So I'm writing fantasy, but it's like romantasy, you know, so.
All right, well, you're local to Michigan, tell us where you're from and, how you got into writing.
So I grew up in Grosse Pointe, but I live in Traverse City with my family. We've been up there for 11 years now, so I consider myself now a Northern Michigan resident. But yeah, I'm from the Detroit area, and I went to Western, and when I was at Western, that's when I really started writing and discovered it. I didn't go into writing in college, but yeah, it just became a big part of my life and never stopped.
Well, tell people what kind of message you hope they receive by reading The Spoiler.
Accepting that everybody's flawed, that nobody's perfect. From the very beginning, you get a quote from Jane Eyre, and it is all about the fact that we are all flawed individuals. Both of these people in this book are flawed individuals. They do dumb things, and they fall in love as a result, and you have to know that you're not going to be perfect.
Well, Lauren, tell people how they can pick up your book.
The Spoiler is available everywhere, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million.
And also share where they can follow you.
They can follow me on Instagram at l.e.todd.
Okay, well, thank you. Such a pleasure chatting with you.